Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Quiet Rebellion podcast. I am so glad that you're here as we slowly move into October. It's chilly and rainy, and one of the things I've been thinking about lately is how easy it is to overlook the little small things, the tiny everyday comforts that don't make the headlines, they don't go viral on social media, but they somehow manage to carry us through, right? Those little things that we do in our day that make the days a little bit easier, that make it a little bit less overwhelming, that make the news of the world, while still horrific, not feel so crushing. These are the things like the warmth of my favorite mug on the morning as I'm having my coffee, the flicker of a candlelight on a quiet evening, or the way a favorite song just makes the house feel cozier. And those are the things I want to explore with you today, the comfort of small things, why they matter, how they show up in our lives, and how we can invite more of them without feeling like we have to do or buy or change everything or anything, right? Because you don't. You don't need to change anything in your life. You do not have to do something else. This is not something we're going to add to our to-do lists to feel overwhelming or pressured or productive. No, that's not what this is about. And you do not have to buy anything. You already have everything you need to be comfortable. I'm sure of it. I don't even have to know you or know what your house is like. If you have a home, right, you probably have everything you need inside it to feel comfortable. I realize there are plenty of people who are houseless, but we're going to talk about those of us who have the privilege of living in a quiet home where we have everything that we need, and then some probably. So please go ahead, pour yourself a cup of tea, settle in, and let's take a little pause together. Let's talk about why small things matter. There's something beautiful and, dare I say, quite radical about taking joy in what's small and simple. We have a world that tells us we need to go bigger, right? We need to be a boss babe, and we need to be productive, and we need to do more and keep up, and we have to buy all the things, right? You certainly can't be comfortable in last season's boots or last year's robe, or you can't, you have to buy the new things and keep up with whatever's trendy now and buy the latest seasonal decor instead of just reusing what you had last year. You don't need to do that. You don't need to go bigger. You don't need to have more decorations than your neighbors or bigger lights or any of that. It is the little things and finding comfort and joy in them that feel like an act of quiet rebellion. It's a way of rooting ourselves in what is real and what is present in this very moment. What's here? See, these small things, they can anchor us. They remind us that we're human, that comfort doesn't have to come from some grand gesture or perfectly curated life, right? Forget all the beautiful reels on social media or videos or magazine spreads on blogs or whatever. All those things are gorgeous and beautiful, and yes, they can be inspiring. But comfort can come from knowing the simple, lovely things of your home and the things that make you feel good. It's knowing about the softest blanket or the candle that smells just perfect or the essential oil you like in the diffuser. It's knowing that you would rather bake pumpkin muffins than brownies. It is knowing that that robe feels so good after a shower. See, it's just knowing what is just right and comfortable to you. Because when you can find those quiet moments, whether it is just reading a book on the couch or watching a favorite movie or simply sitting on the porch and watching it rain or listening to the wind in the leaves, they're quiet and sacred and important because the world will have you rush until you're dead, and you will miss out on all the things that are sacred and joyful and comfortable. You need those moments. We all need the ones that are quiet and comfortable to stay with us so that we can face our work days, our days of caretaking the people we love, our days of just everything that's going on in our modern world. So let's talk about what small comforts might look like. Not in a dreamy Instagram perfect kind of way, because that's just not doable, right? But let's talk about what is real and doable, everyday kind of way. It could just be watching the kettle boil. It could be mending something with your hands. It can be snuggling up under a blanket and just petting your dog or your cat. It is about taking that first sip of coffee all by yourself, or a walk around the block where you notice the trees. It is about the smell of bread or cookies as they bake. Sometimes it's just a deep breath with no notifications on the phone, right? You're just sitting on the porch for a few minutes before you have to go to work or after you get home, and you're just listening to the sounds of the world. But no phone, no scrolling, just quiet comfort in your own body and the things that make you feel good and that life is sacred. I don't want to pretend that any of these things will fix the chaos that is modern life. It won't. Let's just be honest. They will not. But they definitely help. They give us strength and empowerment to face our days. They help us when things feel really chaotic. They just make things a little bit easier. And sometimes a little bit easier is enough reason to do something. So how do we make room for more of these small comforts? It starts with noticing. Maybe just keep a small little list, a written or mental list or something on your phone of what brings you comfort. Just jot things down as you go through your day. That robe, the purple one, feels a little more soft or a little more cozy on a cold day. Right now, perhaps since we're in the fall, you crave a comforting cup of spicy tea versus mint tea that you might like more in the summer. These are not the big things. These are the small ones. What makes you breathe a little bit easier in the day? It could very well be a hug from your partner or spouse. It could be watching the deer walk through the yard. So just what makes you feel good and comfortable that you notice and you can repeat. Obviously, you can't control when the deer are going to walk through the yard, but when you do see them, maybe you can stop and watch for a little bit. Another way is to add gentle rituals to your routine. Light a candle before dinner. Light it before you have your coffee in the morning and before you're writing your to-do list for the day. There's no reason why you can't do that by candlelight if it feels good. Play soft music while you're folding laundry. Add a little flavored honey to your tea. Slowly enjoy something. Don't rush through everything just to get to the next thing to be more productive for no good reason other than to just be more productive while missing out on what is comfortable and joyful in your own life. Most importantly, give yourself permission to savor the small stuff without feeling guilty or like it's not enough. We don't have to be productive. Comfort is not a luxury. It is part of being human. And you are allowed to have comfort. You should have comfort. It is the thing that will help you get through your day. It is the thing that will empower you to fight for the causes that you believe in. It is the thing that will allow you to maybe not lose your patience so quickly. And it will help you bite your tongue when you feel a little angry. It will just help things be easier. And you deserve comfort because you are a human, not because you earned it. You don't have to earn it. You just deserve it. One of the things I've learned over the years is that, a small letter to someone I know enjoys the simple life who might not be really close to me is a great way for me to feel comfortable and enjoy my simple life while sharing it with them. See, there are so many people who desire this slow, simple pace of life. We're never alone in this desire. It's just not always necessarily easy to find people who want to do this. So I want to invite you to think about that. Like, who are the people that you know that you can share comfort and simple things with? Perhaps it's a neighbor. Perhaps it's as simple as baking some apple muffins and taking a few to your neighbor because the baking is comfortable to you and will be comfortable, and the treats will definitely be something they enjoy and find comfort in. Maybe it was something you noticed for the first time. Maybe it's been a part of your rhythm for years. Either way, whatever is comfortable, I want you to find people to share it with, and most importantly, do it again and again and again for yourself. See, it's just a few minutes each day, right? These aren't things that take a long time necessarily. It is just putting on that favorite cozy robe after your shower while you attend to getting ready for the day. It feels comfortable and good, and it just helps strengthen up your spirit for once you leave the house. I'd love to hear about what things are comfortable and rebellious in your own life. You can send me a message through email or over on Instagram. I love to hear from you. And I want to know truly what makes you feel comfortable so I can add it to my own list of ideas to try. And please share on social media what makes you comfortable so that everyone can understand that comfort is just part of being human and we all deserve it. I want to remind you again, you don't have to wait for a perfect day or a big change to find comfort or peace. It is often these small little things that shore us up. It's the steam rising from your hot cocoa, the feel of familiar pages in a well-read book, the warmth of the quilt your grandma made you or the afghan your auntie made you. Find those comfortable things, indulge in them because you need them and you deserve them. Thank you for spending these moments with me today. I hope you leave this episode feeling a little more grounded and maybe even inspired to notice the comforts waiting for you right where you are. Until next time, take care of yourselves.